Judy Fu, the owner and chef at Judy Fu Snappy Dragon, is an amazing, amazing noodle and dumpling maker. I've watched her in Seattle over the course of, maybe 25 years now, since I first moved here. I remember sitting at the counter at Panda's, the first restaurant where I found her, and she would be right out there in the open, rolling out dumplings and noodles. Judy learned to make these dumplings from her own mother and grandmother when she was 12 years old. She's the oldest of 5 children, and she has passed this tradition on to her son David and his daughter Michaela, who are both really good at making these. It takes only 2 ingredients to make the wrappers: soft as silk, it comes in a box, and just cold water. To make each wrapper, you want to set the piece of dough on the work surface and flatten it with your palm. You would grasp the dowel with your dominant hand. So I'm right-handed. I would roll with my right hand from the middle of the dough toward the outside edge. So Judy does it. She rotates the dough while she's doing it. It takes a little practice to do this. I watched her do it. She'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes for me it takes about 10 rolls. And one of the things you want to do is try to keep it a little thicker in the center and thinner around the edges of that round. In addition to the pork recipe that I offer with my story, she suggests, and I've tried it, adding shrimp to that or mushrooms. You can do anything. She does a vegetarian version using Chinese cabbage. You can go online or into your cookbooks and find any other filling. And when she takes the wrappers and squeezes them together to keep the filling in, she does it with this reverence and type of spiritual feeling. She kept saying, "Shen Shen, Shen Shen, thank you, thank you." And who was she thanking, I asked? Her customers. She's such a generous woman, and really her customers are so very important to her, second only to her family. The smart money boils a great big pot of water to start. Put that on the stove and get your water boiling before you even start this whole process. So once you have a big tray full or a big platter full of these wonderful dumplings, you want to also keep damp cloth over them to keep them from drying out. And if you make a lot, you can set 1 tray in the refrigerator while you're busy doing the rest. And when it's time to boil, I've tried different versions of this, 4 minutes, 6 minutes. You'll see the dumplings, once you put them in, maybe 12 at a time, floating up to the top. 5 minutes seemed absolutely right for me for the pork filling, but you might want to check one by cutting into it, as Judy so often does, before you determine that they're done to your liking.